Hello, everybody. My name is Linda Muth, and I'm a marketing director out of San Antonio, Texas. And I want to welcome you to this video that's going to go into a little bit of detail of how do we get paid in WorldVentures. And in other words, I want to try to help explain or clarify our compensation plan. I don't know if you're like me. I've been in this business now for about 7.5 years. And when I first joined, I was a financial planner. And all I understood when I first saw the compensation plan was there was residual income, which sounded like a great idea. I mean, how about if you work one time and get paid over and over and over and over for it, which is what a lot of people, what we're looking for is residual. I didn't understand the cycle bonus, three left, three right, pay to advance. I didn't understand any of that, but here's the cool thing. I still got paid. Even though I didn't understand it, it worked. And my sponsor helped me, and that's what we're all here to do, is help you kind of figure out how to make this thing work and the best way to build, and we're going to talk about that a little bit too. But just know that this is the best compensation plan I've ever seen, and I think you're going to find it too. So just hang with us, and I hope that this video will help clear up a little bit, because there are so many ways we get paid. I just want to help you understand some of them. So let me go ahead and get this thing rolling, and welcome to the compensation plan. So we get paid several ways, and this is just a quick list of the ways, the top ways that we get paid, and I'm going to go through each one of these individually. So let's start with direct commissions. So every time you market a membership, you're going to get paid. Now, as of the time of this taping, it is 2 November 2018. We just had a pretty major upgrade to our compensation plan that took effect 1 August 2018. So if you haven't been around or you haven't seen these changes, you're going to, I think, love this, because there's new ways we're getting paid, and we're getting paid more for doing the same efforts that we did before. So we had a really big upgrade, so I'm excited about it. One of them is we're now getting paid on each level of membership that we market. So let's just say this is your standard gold and platinum. If you sell a standard gold or platinum membership, you're going to get a one-time commission, whether it's $10, $20, or $50, depends on the level of membership that your friends join at. And as my good friend Janie Braun says, don't quit your day job. But this is just a nice little bump. It helps pay for training. It helps pay for dinner. It's nice to just get a quick check back in your pocket for helping just people discover the best membership on the planet. So that's your direct commission. But then it goes up from there. Let's just say you sell 3 memberships in any 28-day period. So it's not a month. It's just 28 consecutive days. So if today is the 5th, it's just 28 days from the 5th that you have to sell 2 more memberships. So in this case, you sell 3, and it's going to pay between $50 and $100. Now, if you're just marketing the gold and platinum level of memberships, it will be $100. If you throw a standard in there, depending on how many, it could be down to $50. But this is based on any 3 levels of memberships, and so basically a range between $50 and $100 in a 28-day period. So that's pretty cool. That's you personally marketing this membership. And here's a new bonus, the wings bonus. This is when you get your 4th person in that same 28 days, we have a special bonus. But you also realize just getting that 4th person calls you qualified, and your membership fees are waived. I love that. So for memberships, your fees are waived. But if you do that in a 28-day period, we're going to throw in another bonus called the wings bonus. And this is where you're going to earn Rovia bucks. An extra $400 in Rovia bucks, which are the $200 to $400, again, depending on the levels of memberships. If you're just selling gold and platinum, it will be $400. So what are Rovia bucks good for? Everything. They're fantastic. So you can take them and use them against the dream trips, also flights, hotels, and cars. So what does that mean? So you know, dream trips, let's just say they have a limit on how many dream trip points you can use. So let's just say the trip was $1,000 and you could use 200 dream trip points. Great. If you have 200 dream trip points, you can lower it down to 800. But if you have another 400 in Rovia bucks, you can take another $400 off. Or if you have 800 in Rovia bucks, you can take it all the way down to 0. So the magic thing about Rovia bucks is there's no limit to how many you can use on any one trip. So that's how people can go on vacation for free. They have a lot of Rovia bucks. Just mark that price all the way down to 0 and go on your dream trips. It's fantastic. So for the dream trips, you can use the Rovia bucks up front. For flights, hotels, and cars, you need to go on and book them through our website, pay for that up front, and then get the receipts back, get your boarding pass from flights, your receipts from hotels or your rental cars, and then you send that into WorldVentures, and they will pull the cash from your Rovia bucks bucket and send the money directly back to you. So that's how you can use your Rovia bucks for the flights, hotels, and cars, and you can use them up front when you're booking dream trips. I love the Rovia bucks. It's fantastic. So in summary, your personal sales bonus plus the wings bonus is going to happen when you sign up 4 people in any 28-day period. Now, the personal sales bonuses, they're unlimited. You're not limited on only one per month or one a year, right? If you just do this over and over and over in a 28-day period, if you do this 3 times in a 28-day period, you'd earn 300 of these bonuses, or 300 bucks rather. Now, the Wings bonus is restricted to monthly, but don't let that stop you from enrolling 8 people in 1 month, because this is going to be spread out in the next month. It will carry over. So we can earn up to 4,800 Rovia bucks in a year, which can really add up in dream trips and everything else that we book on our website. So Rovia bucks are amazing. I love this new Wings bonus. It's pretty awesome. So we've talked about the direct commissions. We talked about the personal sales bonuses and the Wings bonus. What I love is that if you've only sold 4 memberships, you're still getting paid on all of these for that same 4 people. So we get paid several ways for doing the same thing. I love it. But let's talk now about the Wings and Wheels lifestyle bonus. So what is that? This is a monthly volume bonus that is in a month. It's not a consecutive 28 days. It's got to be in a month. So we have 3 tiers, 1, 2, and 3. Tier number 1, this is if you get your volume up to 1,600, and I'm going to talk about the volume here in just a second. Just know the requirement is 1,600 in volume in a month. That will pay you $200 on the 15th of the following month. Tier 1, you need to have at least 4 personal enrollments to qualify. Tier 2, requirement goes up to 4,000 in volume, but that pays you $500. And if you do this in your first 8 weeks of enrollment, we're going to double that bonus. So that's going to pay you $1,000. Pretty awesome. To qualify for Tier 2, you will need 5 personal enrollments. Tier 3, 10,000 in volume, pays you $1,000. And that one also will be doubled in your first 8 weeks. If you do this for 2,000 bucks, you do need 6 personal enrollments to qualify for Tier 3. But you see, these bonuses can really add up. They're fantastic. And it's just another way that we get paid. So we have a little Wings and Wheels meter here, and it's going to be showing up in the new back office and the old back office. It still has doesn't have a little car, but it has a little meter that runs across the top, and it's going to keep track of where you are in qualifying for your Wings and Wheels bonus. So in this case, we have a standard, gold, and platinum. This is the amount that will move your little meter if you enroll these people. And so just say, for an instance, you're going to enroll a gold member. They're going to pay $280 for their one-time fee, and the monthly all added up. It's going to move the little car $280. Next thing you're going to do is enroll a platinum. It's going to move it $500. Even though they've only paid $480 for this bonus, it just rounds up to $500, which is pretty amazing. And then you just go ahead and you enroll a couple more golds. Next thing you know, bam, you have hit 1,600 in volume, which is your Tier 1 qualified, and that's going to pay you $200 next month. So that's kind of what that meter is showing you going across the top, and it's based on each one of these. As these people come in, that's how much money they're paying to the company, and that moves your monthly volume. So I'm going to park here for a second and talk about the Wings and Wheels bonus as it applies to the requirements as lineage versus your binary tree. Lineage, what is that? Lineage means this is you, and these are people that you have personally enrolled, and then these are the people that they have enrolled. In other words, you kicked off the first domino with all of these people. And it does not matter. Notice these guys are not on a left or right team. This is not like you have 6 teams. You just have 6 people that you have personally enrolled. And so this is all going to count for your personal lineage. And why is that important? Lineage is what counts from this Wings and Wheels bonus. This is only your lineage that moves the Wings and Wheels bonus and moves that car. And lineage also counts for rank promotions at certain levels. So lineage can be a pretty big deal, but we also know that we have a binary tree. This is, I'm going to say, a completely different idea over here. All of the people that are in your lineage are over here somewhere in your tree. So we have a left and a right team, and we definitely build these things out, and we'll talk about a little bit the building strategy based on your own, your sponsors and your teams, and how you have, what's your strategy for building. In this example, I'm just going to talk about the fact that we have 2 teams. We have a right and a left team, and we just build them to infinity. It's just to say this is you, and you just got a left and a right team. And here's something that got me confused at first. So say this is me. This is my right team. And I didn't understand that when I got this guy in and he started going left, that wasn't on my left team. No, it's still on your right team. So whenever you put somebody on your right, no matter if they go left or right, it's always your right team. So just as an example. But again, realize that these people are all over in here somewhere. You can't tell if they're in the left or right team because it doesn't matter from a lineage perspective, nor does it matter for the Wings and Wheels bonus, okay? Let me just say, for example, that's you. There you are, and this is me, and I sponsored you. So I'm going to just talk real quickly about spillover versus lineage. Lineage is you enrolling this guy who enrolls that guy, and then all these people are enrolled based on you enrolling people and they enrolling people. But this guy, let's just say that I placed that guy right there, right? Because we're sharing the same left leg, and I'm putting people on this left leg as well as this person and this person, this person. We're all putting people down this left leg because we share it. I put this person here. That's a spillover. They do not count as your lineage. They do not come over here. They are not going to count for your Wings and Wheels bonus, but they're good because spillover does count for cycle bonuses. I'm going to talk about that in a minute, as well as promotions, as well as residual income. So spillover is good. Lineage just is a little bit better because it pays you in different ways. So just want you to understand, this is you, this is me, and if I place people below you, that's not your lineage, but it is spillover, and it's still a good thing. Okay, so if that's not completely clear, that's okay. Your upline can explain it more in detail, but there's definitely a difference between lineage and the binary tree. Okay, so let's move on. Let's talk about why did I want to explain that in detail? Because in the Wings and Wheels bonus, it's only about lineage. And it does not matter left or right team. It's just you've enrolled these 6 people and they've all paid these fees. And that adds into your Wings and Wheels bonus. Remember, tier 1 is $1,600 in volume, and this added up to be $1,900. So congratulations, you've qualified for your tier 1 bonus, and it's going to pay you $200 next month. But let's just say they all enroll somebody, right? Still going on your lineage. This now changed to $3,580 because now you've added into what these guys have added to your lineage. So now you got your bonus up to $3,580, but you want to get to tier 2, and that's $4,000 in volume. So let's just say this person adds a couple people. Bam, you just went to tier 2 because it just got you to $4,130, getting you past $4,000, which qualifies you for $500 for the tier 2 bonus. And remember, if you do that in your first 8 weeks, we're going to double it to $1,000. So now you're up to $1,000 because you did this in your first month. But realize, or even if it's your second month. Again, I do want to emphasize this is all being done in 1 calendar month. Okay, so what's next? Let's just say people just keep adding. They're excited. The momentum is growing, and so now you have all these different lines of lineage adding people. And I'm just going to come back to this in a minute, but just know that you can only take 1,667 in volume in any one leg, a line of lineage. And right now you have not exceeded 1,667 anywhere, so we can count all of that for the lines of lineage. So that takes you up to 6,700 in volume. Pretty cool. Well, where's that going to get me? I don't know. Let me see. Let me try to get to tier 3. That's going to be 10,000 in volume. So we got to do a little bit of work, but guess what? Let's say people go nuts and start enrolling a bunch of people. Just so you know, realize you may not have been enrolling any of these people. You might have, but in this case, it's just all of these people enrolling people who enroll people who enroll people. And so now, look what these different lines of lineage have done for you. We are maxing out to get to qualify at tier 3. You can take only 2,000 from any one line. So we've gone from 1,667 for tier 2 to 2,000 for tier 3. So why is that important? Well, you notice you have several lines of lineage here exceeding 2,000. You can only use 2,000 from each one of these, but you can use the full 1,560 and 1,620 because we haven't maxed it out. So when you add all those up, that still gets you to 11,800. You've qualified for tier 3 for $1,000 bucks, but remember, if you do that in your first 8 weeks, we're going to double that to $2,000. So pretty awesome. If you're going to do this quick, this can be fantastic. How about getting an extra 2,000 bucks in your first month or two in just one bonus? So you got some massive momentum going on. But here's what I always hear. What happens in December 1, let's just say, shows up and all of a sudden your little meter goes down to 0 and you're like, what the heck just happened? Well, this is a monthly volume bonus, so you have to do it every month. However, here's the good news. The monthly dues count each month for this volume. So assuming all of these guys are going to be paying their monthly fees, that adds up right down here. And for my analyticals, just assume none of them have waived their fees. I know this is curious, but just pretend, work with me here. Nobody has waived their fees, so everybody's paying their monthly fees, and this is what that would add up to. So what does that look like? That looks like $25.53 just alone in monthly fees. That looks like you're tier 1 qualified just by them paying their fees. If no one else has added the entire month, you still are tier 1 qualified, which is amazing. So just realize that the monthly fees are going to keep working for you every month, and I doubt that no one here is going to add anybody, so we're going to keep adding, and then very likely going to get to the next tier 2, maybe back to tier 3, and we just keep moving it forward every month, and eventually you can build this up to where the monthly fees get you all the way to tier 3. It's pretty amazing. So this is a very cool bonus, but it's all based on your lineage only. And by the way, we don't also, in this, we don't include the business. So if someone joins the membership and the business, you don't see the business fees added in here because the business doesn't count for anything really as far as us getting paid. So this is only based on membership. So that's the Wings and Wheels lifestyle bonus. Let's talk now about the cycle bonus. So here we're back to the binary, and let's just say you've got a left team and you're growing that first, and the system, by the way, will only allow you to put 3 people in down on one leg before it opens up the other leg. You may have noticed that only one leg is available to you, and it's based on whatever your team leg is, and your sponsor can tell you what your team leg is, but you can tell it in the back office because it's only going to open up one, and you're going to put your first 3 people there. If you did this in any 28-day period, by the way, you know, you'd be getting that personal sales bonus. But in this case, let's just talk about the cycles. So the other side's opened up. You're putting your 4th one in. Your fees are waived. And you've got 2 more over here. And a cycle for us is 3 left and 3 right. No matter who puts them in, that's going to be a cycle. So here's the cool thing. Let's just say 3 more are added over here and over here, and we don't know who's adding them. It doesn't really matter to you. What's happening is 3 more people have shown up on your left team and 3 on your right. That's another cycle, $200. But if you do this again in the same week, if you actually cycle 3 times, we call this one the triple cycle. This one's magical. This you get $600. Notice it doesn't go from 1 to 2 to 3. It doubles. $600 on those triple cycles. Now, this is meaning the triple cycle means you've done this 3 times in 1 week, from Saturday to Friday. If you've done that in 1 week, you're going to be a triple cycle at $600. And these are fantastic bonuses, by the way. This can really start building your income, and it really gets a lot of momentum growing. Take just a second here to talk about a building strategy, though. Now, since all teams build differently, there's different philosophies on the best way to build. And what I mean by building is, do you focus on building one team to a lot of depth, or do you focus on building 2 teams going back and forth? And that's what I would say is just definitely talk to your leaders and your mentors to figure out what's your building strategy. There's great reasons for doing both, either building momentum or building cycle bonuses or building to ranks. All those things come into play. But all I can say in these examples, I'm just showing 3 over here and 3 over here because I want to demonstrate how you get paid on the cycles. But some teams just want to keep building one team for a while. Definitely get you to the lifestyle bonus before they pop over to the other side, and then the triple cycles just seem to come quicker and faster because you have a lot of momentum. So that's all I'm going to say about the building strategies. Just be sure to ask your leaders and mentors about how are we building, what are I, left, right, what am I doing? Just kind of talk to them about it, because again, there are 2 different philosophies and both of them are amazing. So that was our cycle bonus, but what I want to do now is go to our presentation and kind of walk us through all the ways that we get paid and how it is we come up with those numbers that we show over there on the right. So I think this is a good example by just taking out our presentation. So there you enrolled your 3 goals. That gives you $60 in a direct commission. Then you're going to enroll that 4th one. That's another extra 50, so now we're up to 110, right? But we also got the 4th one in 28 days. So in this example, we're doing all this in a 28-day period. So that got me the Wings bonus. Remember getting that 4th one, the Wings bonus? So there's 400 Rovia bucks. And then you personally are adding a couple more gold. So now you've got 6 people on your team. What else does you get paid on? Well, remember, personal sales bonuses. Anytime you sell 3 memberships yourself, 28-day period gets you 100, but you did that twice. So that's 200 in personal sales bonus. But we also have 3 left and 3 right. Remember, that's a cycle bonus. Just talked about that. And if you add up all this volume, that added up to 1,900 in volume. That also qualified you for the 200 in the tier 1 lifestyle bonus. So congratulations, you now have earned $650 in cash and the 400 in Rovia bucks, and you're now a 1-star rep. 1-star rep is 3 left, 3 right, or 6, just down one side, okay? So moving on to the next slide, let's just say we're still moving forward. We're not done yet. Remember, we had all those guys go out and enroll people. So now I've got 6 left, 6 right. We got 12 people on our team. So what does that do? Well, another 3 left and 3 right, right? Doesn't matter that we didn't do it, our team did. That's a cycle bonus. And if you reach this level of 6 left, 6 right, or 12 down one side, because we have different building strategies, you have reached what we call the rising star bonus, which is an extra $200. So if you do this quickly, an extra $200, so now you're up to $950, and you are, congratulations, a 2-star rep, okay? Moving on, we're not done, right? People just keep enrolling, we just keep the momentum going. So now we're gonna have 9 sales left, 9 sales right, we're up to 18 people. What do we just get paid? We got paid 3 left and 3 right again, correct? Another cycle bonus. But at this level, when you add up, this is all your lineage, correct? All of these people, your lineage, when you add all that up, that's 5,700 in volume. That got you to tier 2, which would pay you $500, but because you did it in your first 8 weeks, it pays you $1,000 in your tier 2 bonus. If you read the fine print down here, it talks about if you did it after 8 weeks, it's $1,150. So you don't get the double bonuses in here, but this is if you're building it fast and going fast, and $1,150 is not bad. So it goes up to $1,850 over here in cash, plus the $400 in Rovia bucks. So you're moving fast, and it's pretty amazing. And then we're going to keep building it. So as and what we're doing here is just having 3 left and 3 right. That's just what's happening, but as it grows, and again, you personally have only enrolled these 6, but your team keeps growing. Now you've got 24 total, and here's what's magical here. Now we got another cycle. That's your $100, but what happened at this level, 12 left, 12 right, you have now unlocked your monthly residual income. See, with us, residual income starts with, and you're a 3-star rep, and it starts with the 12 left and 12 right. Now, for my people who've been around for a while, and they went, whoa, what just happened? Yeah, we used to have the residuals didn't start until we had 30 left and 30 right, senior rep. We took that down to 12 left and 12 right, and we're getting paid a percentage of everybody paying those monthly fees. So at 12, just 24 customers now, you're starting to receive residual income. And what does that mean? Earning a monthly override on customers' recurring payments. What's that look like? You know what? We just build a sea of blue signs. For instance, this is you, and these little "you should be here" signs are everywhere. There's the 4 people you've enrolled to waive your fees, but you know, we all have different networks and we all just kind of share this. And so what's happening is, from a residual perspective, you are starting to receive an override on everybody paying their monthly fees. That's residual, and that starts with 12 left and 12 right. And it goes up from there. We're also getting paid every time 3 people show up over here and 3 people show up over here. That's a cycle bonus every time that happens. And we're also getting a lot of the lifestyle bonuses happening here. So we're getting paid over and over and over on all of our team working together. And that's what I love about this compensation plan. It's not just about you, it's about you and your team growing. So it's pretty fantastic. So we've talked about monthly residuals as well. Let me just talk real quickly about a couple other bonuses we get. So here's the income disclosure statement, and I like to just point at the average income that people are making at each rank. You know, in here you're not going to see the new residual of the 12-12, the 3-star rep, because that didn't exist in 2016. So at the senior representative level, this used to be our first level of residual, averages about $7,600 a year, but it paid all the way up to $105,000. So depending on how many cycle bonuses are in there, right, we're getting a lot of pay. But this is just going up by rank, okay? The other bonus I want to show you in here is when you hit regional marketing director, and that's 900 people on your team, you get the $1,000 a month car bonus, which is pretty awesome. Nice car. At the international marketing director level, which is 3,000 customers, your car bonus goes up to $1,500 a month, and you get a $3,000 a month home bonus. Now we joke here in San Antonio, if you don't have a home that you pay $3,000 on, just go get you one, right? Upgrade. And then for you guys in California, you know, add another bush to your front yard, right? I know you guys have a huge cost of living. The cool thing is this is just an extra bonus we get for being recognized for hitting international marketing director. So pretty awesome. One other way, and I know this is kind of a confusing small slide, I do want to cover it though. We do get paid Dream Trips Local with a compensation plan. What's Dream Trips Local? Remember, we have a series of restaurants, we have spas, we have entertainment venues that we partner with, and when we as members go there to eat or use it or get our haircut, we actually earn points to go on vacation. But as a representative, you also can earn an income off of your people going out and using those restaurants. So there's all kinds of requirements. You know, you can kind of read the fine print in here. Basically, we pay several layers deep. the higher up in rank you are, the more levels we get paid to. So this can be absolutely huge. That's why we're so excited about growing the numbers of restaurants and spas and entertainment venues that we have on our app, because as a business rep, as our team goes out and uses those, we actually get paid on that too. So just another piece of our compensation plan. So hopefully that kind of covered everything for you. I know we had a lot of things going on, but I just wanted to say there's a lot of ways we get paid, and I kind of went through them pretty quickly. But here's all I want to say is just got back from a major event, and on stage they brought up the top 20 income earners, and it was amazing to see. And all I can say is, why not you? We've got lots of ways to get paid. We have lots of support. Never miss a training event. I'm going to put my plug in there because that's how we learn and that's how we get better. But I'm just going to say, with all the ways we get paid and all the consistency and all the amazing dream trips we have, this thing is just getting better and better. So I hope this has helped you, and watch it over and over again. If you have any questions, I'm sure your upline and leaders can help clear it up. But I just want to say thanks so much for taking a look. Let's be on this stage ourselves soon, and I just look forward to maybe seeing you someday on the beaches of the world. So take care.